What's up guys, how you all doing? I hope you're all enjoying your day, and of course it is Friday, so we are back there again at TFIF, and I've got to tell you I'm extremely looking forward to this weekend. I've worked so hard this week, and there's been sort of loads of little issues, one after the other with all kinds of different things, but I've got to the end of the week, I've got through it. It's been highly productive, and that always kind of feels good when you've had a good productive week like that. So the only thing that's kind of missing from my timetable at the moment is gym time, because I've still got this sort of slight pain in my back, and I don't want to pressure it in any way whatsoever because it is my back. If it was like my shoulder or my arm or something like that, then I would probably sort of work around it, but because it's my back, can't really take the risk. And in fact, having been doing this now for so long, you always carry an injury when you do like martial arts like I do. There's never a time when you don't have a slight twinge here, a sore fist, a sore elbow, bad knee, whatever it is, and you get to know your body so well that you can really determine whether or not it's something you can just deal with the pain and continue, or something where you should rest it up, or where you should go to the doctor or the hospital. You really kind of get to know your body extremely well in regards to all of those kind of little niggly injuries, and unfortunately you do carry them just right the way through. There's certain things that I just will never ever get rid of, so it's just unfortunate, but it is one of those things. And in fact, whilst we're talking about martial arts, I do quite often get some questions around that. So the two that I mainly focus on are Muay Thai, as you can see here, and Muay Thai is a form of kickboxing where you utilise the elbows and the knees as well. So most all kickboxing apart from Muay Thai really, and K1, you don't really utilise the knees and elbows. And the way that you throw those kicks and also those kicks and punches and elbows and knees is very, very different to kickboxing and karate and things like that as well. A lot of those sports, they're kind of, you throw the kick outwards. Everything to do with Muay Thai and sort of K1 is all about hips. It's all about putting your hips into it. So every time that you put a kick in, or you're chucking your shin or your elbow or your fist or whatever it is into something, it always comes from the hips. And because you're using your hips, it means that the entire weight of your body and the entire power of your body goes into it. So you can actually get a ridiculous amount of power, and it's a very, very devastating martial art, Muay Thai. It can be very, very damaging. And then obviously, you've got elbows as well, all kinds of different elbows, which a lot of other martial arts just don't allow. And then obviously you've got knees as well. So that's kind of that element. And then you've got, that would be considered stand-up. And then you've also got jujitsu, and jujitsu is Brazilian jiu-jitsu is the one that I do, and it obviously originates from Brazil, not the original jiu-jitsu, but this kind of jiu-jitsu. And it's essentially, I guess it's very, I don't know how I would explain it really. It's all about submissions. So the idea is that you're going to get someone in a lock where you're kind of pressuring a joint like that in the wrong direction, or an elbow in the wrong, a shoulder in the wrong direction, even a hand or a neck, or toe locks, arm bars, loads of different submissions. And the idea is that you get the other person to tap out or pass out, or you break their arm or break their leg, if you're in a real life situation. And jiu-jitsu is probably, I don't like it as much as Muay Thai because I like to stand up and hit stuff, but it's very, very tactical. You have to be very, very knowledgeable to be even remotely good at it. To get a black belt in jiu-jitsu is not like karate. You would take somewhere in the region of at least 10 years to get a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and those guys are unbelievably good. So it's a different kind of martial art, but it's very, very sophisticated, and it's very, very useful as well, because if you ever get in a situation, I did not recently, but I think it was about 6, 7, 8, 9 months ago, something like that, where some boys tried to take my phone. And the martial art that I kind of embraced was, at the end of it, was the jiu-jitsu. Because if you have no knowledge of jiu-jitsu and you end up on the floor, most people are just going to be scrambling. And if you've got no knowledge of jiu-jitsu whatsoever and someone else has, then they're literally going to break your arm, break your leg, choke you, put you out put you to sleep, whatever it may be, because you're going to have no clue what's going on. So it's a very kind of real life, it can be very useful in real life jiu-jitsu, and everything combined along with experience just keeps you very, very calm. It's not unusual for me to get punched in the face, sometimes by my best mates. They punch me in the face when we're sparring. You know, you come out with some little bruises and whatnot. So once you've experienced that for quite a long period of time, you can remain very, very calm, and that probably is the most important factor. I've no idea what part of this conversation we've come on to, but anyway, that is that. Now, in addition to that, you'll notice here there is a Windows laptop. Now, I'm not going to give any more away than that, but this is I'm not going to give any more away than that. I was just about to start telling you all about it, but I'm not going to. So if you want to know what that is, you need to keep an eye out on my main channel, and there will be an unboxing and a whole bunch more performance tests and all that kind of stuff, all going up in the first video, and that'll either be tonight or tomorrow, depending on how I kind of feel once the working day finishes today. So looking forward to getting that video up. I think you're gonna enjoy it, and it's also a very cool bit of kit as well. So I think some of you will like that. People have been asking me to get this type of thing in, so I have done it. I've done it. It's not the most greatest interest to me, but I know to a lot of you guys it is, and people didn't want to see things like alien wares and stuff like that. So anyway, that is that. I also migrated my email, I love the way we jump from these subjects. I've hosted my own email server on a physical server in my house or in a data center for well over 15 years now, right the way back from the original versions of Exchange, from 5.5, 2000, 2003, 2008, 2010, 2007, 2010, and now 2013. And I just got sick and tired of dealing with my own email server, so I looked around for a long time as to where I was going to migrate it to. I considered also Gmail as another cloud-based solution, but I ended up going with Microsoft on Office 365. So I've got hosted Exchange with Microsoft. It's £2.60 a month per mailbox, which is absolutely fantastic. You get unlimited data, and the facilities on there are absolutely phenomenal. So I've migrated me and all my family over to that, and I think we pay about £15 a month for 6 of us. So that is pretty cool, and I'm really, really pleased with the service. But I've been going through this sort of process of modifying all my MX records in all my DNS and my domains, and migrating email over and sent items and all this kind of stuff. But now it's all up and running. I can turn the other server off once my mum and dad have migrated their email over to the new one, and that is it. I don't have to have that thing running 24 hours a day anymore. And I don't have to worry about, when it goes down, this, that and the other. My mum and dad texting me, and Jade and my sister going, what's happened to the email? It's just off my back altogether. So I'm pretty pleased about that, and very, very surprisingly impressed with the service that Microsoft offer as well. So that's pretty cool. Gmail just didn't have anywhere near the right facilities or management or anything for me to even consider going to that. So that was that. I can see sitting behind me as well. I've got, hang on, wait there. These. So the Lumia 1520, I did a review on that a little while ago over on the main channel, and I've got to say, the actual device itself and the operating system was probably my favourite phone of the year. The only thing that stopped it being my favourite phone of the year was the severe lack of applications on the Windows Phone. But I've got to say, I think that the Windows Phone operating system and the devices that Nokia are putting out are absolutely incredible. And this 1520, if you're not overly bothered about having a ridiculous number of applications, is fantastic. You can get the basic ones on there now, your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram is recently added to it. The things you can't get are things like, your banking application, and other kind of more bespoke applications. But hopefully all of that will come, because these are fantastic phones. And this one in particular, this Lumia 1520, 20 megapixel camera, 1080p screen, beautiful piece of hardware, Snapdragon 800, 2 gig of RAM, incredible sound quality. Everything about this is just phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic phone. And the reason I'm talking about that is because I recently got this one in. This is the Lumia 625, and this is kind of a budget end version of that. So this has only got, I believe, I can't remember the resolution of the display, but it's not full HD. I think it's not even normal HD. I think it's below that. But the camera works very well. Very nice screen. Nice feel in the hand. Very good build quality. The Windows Phone operating system runs flawlessly, even on a slower phone like this, because of the nature of the way that they've designed Windows, believe it or not. And I'm going to do a video on this purely for the fact I think you can get these for about £150 off contract, which I think is a lot of phone for your money. You know, everyone raved and raved about the likes of the Moto G. And yeah, that is in a way a better phone than this because it has higher specifications. But actually the camera on this, I would say, is better. I would say that the build quality and the design is definitely way out, surpasses the Moto G, and it's at the same kind of price as well. So if you wanted to, you know, a budget phone at a slightly different price, with a slightly different operating system, slightly different sort of everything all round, then this would be a great little phone, and I've been really impressed with that. And that overall, the Windows phones, I think they've been absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we had the 1020 with the 40 megapixel camera as well, although I wasn't as impressed with that as I thought I would be. But anyway, guys, we are 11 minutes and 13 seconds into this. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I'd very much like to go to Bluewater, meet up with my parents and go out with Jade, have a meal, have a chat with them. That would be nice. I'll have to get in contact and see if anyone's up for that. In terms of my diet as well, it's not been so good this week. I lost a lot the first week, and this week I've only lost about £2. So I am 3 pounds below 15 stone now. You can go on Google and type the equations in if you're in a different country. But yeah, so it has still gone down just a couple of pounds, but I don't think I've been as strict on my diet this week. I think I've been a little bit more loose. So I'm going to have to tighten that up. And next week I think I'm going to sort of go balls to the wall and really go crazy with the lack of food. So I'm going to have probably buy one of those big bowls of salad that are like that sort of size. Maybe buy 2 chicken breasts, have 1 at lunch, 1 at dinner, and that's it. Maybe porridge in the morning. So that will probably be in total maybe less than 700 calories, and considering that men are meant to have about 2,000 to 2,500, I think that's going to do the job. Plus, because I'm not training as well, I'm not really doing much exercise, which is a real pain in the backside. But anyway, that is me. That is my evening. I will obviously catch up with you guys tomorrow. Have yourselves a fantastic Friday night. Be safe, be careful, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.